As the year gradually winds down, Barnes& Noble has unveiled its highly anticipated roundup of the year's most compelling reads. And this is good because I haven't read any of these books, and I'm going to briefly summarize them. But yeah, I normally read magazines when I go to Barnes& Noble, and they're usually about cars or technology. So it's nice to see different options from gripping mysteries to heartwarming romances. And this curated collection showcases the titles that captivated readers, sparked conversation, and defined the literary landscape. Whether you're looking to laugh, cry, or escape into another world, this list of books offers something unforgettable for every kind of reader. So, regarding fiction, this is a great genre, I think, again, different from the magazines that I normally read. And these novels dive deep into the human condition that I think it's nice to explore and to be entertained with as well. The first book I'm going to mention is called Twice by Mitch Albom. It's a meditation on memory and redemption. This novel follows a man who relives key moments in his life twice. Albom's signature emotional clarity makes this a tearjerker with a philosophical bite. Next is Circle of Days by Ken Follett, a sweeping historical epic that spans generations exploring how small decisions ripple across time. Follett's mastery of pacing and character development shines in this richly layered saga. Next is Shadow Ticket by Thomas Pynchon, a surreal, cerebral thriller that blends political intrigue with metaphysical mystery. Expect cryptic clues, shadowy organizations, and Pynchon's trademark postmodern wit. Next book is Atmosphere, a love story by Taylor Jenkins Reid, a romantic drama set against the backdrop of climate activism and media spectacle. Reid crafts a love story that's as emotionally charged as it is socially relevant. Next genre is, I keep calling these genres, different topic of books, is mysteries and thrillers. These page turners deliver high stakes tension and psychological depth, starting with The Persian by David McCloskey, a geopolitical thriller set in Tehran where a CIA operative uncovers a conspiracy that could destabilize the Middle East. McCloskey's insider knowledge adds chilling realism. Next is The Widow by John Grisham, a legal drama with a twist. When a grieving widow takes on a powerful corporation, courtroom battles turn deadly. Grisham's sharp dialogue and moral complexity are in full force. Next is Gone Before Goodbye by Harlan Coben and Reese Witherspoon, a gripping mystery with a Hollywood flair. This novel follows a missing persons case that spirals into a media frenzy. Witherspoon's influence adds emotional nuance and pop culture savvy. Next is The Secret of Secrets by Dan Brown. Brown returns with a globe-trotting puzzle involving ancient texts, secret societies, and a race against time. Expect a cryptography, historical lore, and cinematic pacing. Next genre is sci-fi and fantasy. These imaginative tales push boundaries and explore alternate worlds, starting with There Is No Anti-Memetics Division by QNTM, a mind-bending sci-fi novel where the enemy is information itself. This cult favorite explores memory, perception, and the limits of human cognition in a bureaucratic dystopia. Next is Catabasis by R.F. Kuang, a dark fantasy steeped in myth and political allegory. This deluxe edition follows a scholar's descent into a realm of forgotten gods and forbidden knowledge. Next is Brimstone by Kaylee Hart, a gothic fantasy with lush prose and morally gray characters. This limited edition features a stunning artwork and a tale of vengeance, love, and alchemical secrets. Next is Alchemy of Secrets by Stephen Garber, a whimsical yet emotionally grounded fantasy about a girl who discovers her family's magical legacy. Garber's world building is vivid and immersive. Next genre is horror. These chilling reads explore fear, identity, and the supernatural. First book here is Never Flinch by Stephen King, a psychological horror about a man haunted by his own cowardice. King's exploration of guilt and survival is both terrifying and deeply human. Next is King Sorrow by Joe Hill, a post-apocalyptic horror novel where grief becomes a literal monster. Hill's lyrical style and emotional intensity make this a standout. Next is You Weren't Meant to Be Human by Andrew Joseph White, a body horror tale that grapples with gender transformation and alienation. White's prose is visceral and poetic. Next is Wake Up and Open Your Eyes by Clay McLeod Chapman, a slow burn horror that is about cults, consciousness, and the thin line between enlightenment and madness. Next genre is romance, and these love stories are messy, magnetic, and emotionally rich. King of Envy is the first book here by Anna Huang, a steamy enemies to lovers tale set in the high-stakes world of luxury fashion. Huang's characters are bold, flawed, but unforgettable. Next is Sweet Venom by Rena Kent, a dark romance with psychological twists. This deluxe edition explores obsession, betrayal, and the fine line between love and control. Next is Flirting Lessons by Jasmine Guillory, a charming rom-com about a shy professor and a bold dance instructor. Guillory's humor and warmth make this a feel-good favorite. Next is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, a heart-tugging romance about second chances and healing. Jimenez blends humor, heartbreak, and hope with finesse. Next is Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, a Reese's book club that explores grief, friendship, and the courage to love again. Henry's prose is luminous and emotionally resonant. Next topic of books or genre is cookbooks. And these cookbooks are inspiring and they are delicious. Baking Across America by B. Dylan Hollis, a nostalgic journey through vintage recipes from every corner of the US, complete with quirky anecdotes and retro flair. Next is The Choi, C-H-O-I, of Cooking by Roy Choi, a rebellious cookbook that fuses Korean flavors with street food swagger. Choi's voice is bold, funny, and deeply personal. Next is Good Things by Salman Nasrat, a soulful collection of recipes and rituals that celebrate connection, comfort, and seasonal abundance. Nasrat's warmth radiates from every page. So yeah, check out Barnes & Noble's website for different other genres, like for young readers and teens, and other types of books that are nonfiction as well, that enlighten and inform. But yeah, go to Barnes & Noble, check it out. There's a lot of good stuff there. You can just go to Barnes & Noble, relax, have a coffee, have a pastry, have food, have a sandwich. The other day I had chili. So there's a lot to do in Barnes & Noble. It's a nice, relaxing, laid-back place to have a good time. And it's also a place where you can explore different books, magazines, and other literary specialties that maybe are hard to find in other places, but you have them there at Barnes & Noble, even though, sure, you could probably get these online. It's nice to maybe go to Barnes & Noble and see them for yourself, and the exploration process itself of navigating the bookstore and seeing different books and just walking around is a nice pastime as well that I do enjoy. So with that said, hopefully you got something out of this video, and I reminded you to check out your bookstore, see what they have available, and enjoy the bookstore, and the Barnes & Noble one especially, because they have a nice cafe and a nice ambiance, and knowledgeable salespeople or book representatives that work inside their stores. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.